This is the Koryu Dai San, comprising 50 techniques. The various sections of this koryu are compulsory black belt examination requirements for various degrees, and bears a resemblance to the Kodokan Judo Go Shinjitsu Kata, which was compiled by Professor Kenji Tomiki at the request of Professor Jigoro Kano for their famous judo establishment. Again, because this is a reference video, the kata has been sectioned, but the practitioner should keep the flow going between the sections as explained in the book. Also, some techniques will be demonstrated more clearly to help the practitioner. Because this kata involves the use of weapons, there will be bits inserted to show, for example, how to put the weapons down at the beginning. This shows how uke takes all three weapons at the start of the kata and how to put them down before commencing. I have taken the role of uke in order to demonstrate this, although in the kata I will be obviously the dori. After putting the weapons down, straighten your jacket, then stand up, turn inwards towards your partner and go to the original area of start, and from there we start. Part A. Suwari waza. Uke moves in to correct distance, not dori. Number 1, oshi taoshi. In this section of the kata only, dori and uke always return to original position. Number 2, byakugamai ate. Number 3, kotegaeshi. Number 4, ryote mochi, sukuinage. Number 5, tenkai kote hineri. Number 6, shihonage. Number 7, gedan ate. Number 8, hiji kime. Start of part B, tachiwaza. Number 1, kote mawashi. Number 2, uchi tenkai nage. Number 3, yakugamai ate. Number 4, hiji kime. Number 5, mayotoshi. Number 6, ushiro waza mayotoshi. Number 7, ushiro waza tenkai kote hineri. Number 8, mune dori kata gatame. Now starts part C, Tanto Dori. Number 1, Ushiro Ate. Number 2, Yakugamai Ate. Number 3, Tentai Taoshi. Number 4, Ushiro Ate. Number 5, Urigatame. Number 6, Udigaish. Number 7, Tenkai Kote Hineri. Number 8, Shomangiri Gedanate. Now starts the slow motion with some words of description. Number 1, Uchtaushi. The importance of this first technique depends on uke's floating breakfall, which is controlled by the effectiveness and speed of Tori's technique. As mentioned before, in this section of the kata only, Tori and uke always return to original position, keeping Zanshin all the time. Number 2, Gyaku Gamayate. This is supposed to be an atemi, not a pushdown, and therefore Tori needs to attack uke before uke reaches maximum power. Number 3, Kutagaish. Uke must try to punch Tori realistically, hence coming up on one knee and being thrown with a kutagaish after a faint punch to uke's chin by Tori. The lock at the end is another classic Aikido movement. Number 4, Ryote Mochi Sukui Nage. Again, not an easy technique to master. Uke must be nimble to respond to Tori's action if it is not to look like a scramble. Now comes the start of the Han-tachi techniques, meaning Tori is seated and uke attacks from a standing position. Number 5, Tenkai Kote Hineri. This is a very difficult technique and initially will require a very good partner to gradually understand where the control is. Number 6, Shihonagi. The kazushi executed before Shihonagi is applied is evident here, finishing off with a rather theatrical lock. Number 7, Gedan Ate. As the term implies, it is supposed to be an atemi, aimed this time at the inside of the knee joint, causing pain and thus uke falls down. Obviously, it is only a practice, so uke must not actually be harmed. Hence the rapid falling down which prevents the intended atemi from making full contact. Number 8, Hijikime. As uke is thrown with a powerful 180-degree turn, controlling the elbow, Tori stands up simultaneously with uke in readiness to start the next section. Number 1. As Uke grabs Tori's lapel, Tori must execute a kazushi, which is not only reduces Uke's powerful grip, but makes sure that Uke cannot hit Tori with a free hand. Number 2. Uchi Tenkai Nage. Step back to thrust and punch Uke's chin before entering for Mayotoshi. This is another version of Mayotoshi but Ushiro waza. If you have not noticed before, all these 8 techniques are performed on Uke using various grips, the last one finishing with a complicated lock to indicate the end of this section. Part C, Tanto, Dori. There are 8 techniques against different knife attacks. Therefore, the correctness of Uke's attack is important to enable Tori to defend with the appropriate technique. As you can see, this is an attempted sneak stab at Tori. If you don't like your partner on this point, when you bring him down, you can raise your right knee at the same time to hit his nose. There is a lock on after the kotegaeshi throw with this technique. This has been changed round so that you can see the action clearer. You must quickly apply your Tenkai Kote Hineri or you will be stabbed by your enemy. The last technique coming up is Shomengiri Gedan Ate. The timing of this technique is all important, as although Uke's knife arm is blocked, a feint atemi to the face is executed simultaneously, so that Tori can speedily and safely drop down to control Uke's leg, thus taking Uke down without being struck by Uke again. Part D, Tachidori. Number 1, Mayotoshi. Number 2, Shihonage. Number 3, Aigamai Ate. Number 4, Oshi Taoshi. Number 5, Hiji Kujiki. This is slow motion number 1 Mayatoshi, performed against a cut from the top of the head down to the waist. Number 2, Shihonage against the same kind of cut. Make sure you don't slice your own hand when you move backwards. Number 3 is Aigameate against a thrust to the throat. This is an atemi from above down onto Uke's face and should be timed with simultaneous body and footwork at the moment of the strike. Number 4, Oshitaoshi against a do cut which starts from Jodan. Tori must have a low block with vertical forearm to stop the sword. Number 5 is Hiji Kujiki. This is the same cut as number 1. Requires a lot of practice in order to work, as the sword is swept up into a kamai at the end, slicing between the legs as Tori steps back. Part E, Jonobu Section 1, Jodori. Number 1, Gyakugamai Ate. Number 2, Shomenate. Number 3, Hishigi. Number 4, Renraku waza Hiji Hishigi. Number 5, Irimi Mayotoshi. You should immediately follow on for section 2, Jo no Sky Kata, since Tori has hold of the Jo now. Number 1, Migi Sumiyotoshi. Number 2, Migi Sumigori Hidari Sumiyotoshi. Number 3, Tekubi Kime Shomensuki. Number 4, Mayotoshi. Number 5, Shihonage. Number 6, Shihonage Gyaku Kaiten Nage. Number 7, Ude Kujiki. Number 8, Kokyu Nage. This, you return the Jo to your partner at the end. To use the Jo properly and effectively takes practice. Hence, this is required for third dan upwards. As you can see, there will be some shots later to show how uke parries against the Jo thrust. This is important as the way uke parries and grabs gives you the opportunity to do the techniques the way they are done. Part F, Tachi Tai Tachi. Number 1, Ai Uchi Men. Number 2, Hidari Men. Number 3, Migi Men. Number 4, Tsuki. Number 5, Do. Number 6 coming up. Kote Nuki Kote. Number 7, Kaishi Men. Number 8 has no name as it is made up of continuous cuts and reactions by uke and tori.